The Fantasy Footballer Studio is sponsored by Walmart. Welcome to the Fantasy Footballers Podcast with your hosts, Andy Holloway, Jason Moore, and Mike Wright.
Welcome in. Friday, October 10th, the Fantasy Footballers Podcast. Jason Moore, Mike Wright, Andy Holloway. Welcome in, one and all. Lots to get to today. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for subscribing and following the show. Thank you for watching the show over on YouTube. We got a scat trick last night.
Scataboo Yakashu. He is my favorite.
He's your
player.
What's the thing in
Spirit animal?
Harry Potter when you have a
My Patronus?
He's your Patronus,
Horcrux.
not a Horcrux. Your Patronus is Cam Scataboo.
Yeah.
Like you would see
I cast the spell, he comes out and just starts running into walls.
this is like, we're from Arizona. We all watched him play at Arizona State. 104 players were drafted ahead of Cam Scataboo in this draft.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying he's, Barry Sanders. We're not saying he's the next greatest thing in the entire earth. But it's a tragedy that 104 players went ahead of him because of how productive he was at the college level.
1,700 rushing yards on the ground and 600 receiving yards through the air. Those are numbers that only like Christian McCaffrey type of collegiate performances have ever done. And he did it, and then everyone's like, nah, we're good.
So if you followed the Dynasty pod at all over this offseason, it was, for me, I loved Trayvon Henderson the whole time. I wasn't as hot and bothered by Hampton as other people, but it was like Scataboo. I'm putting him at 3 in my running back rankings until the NFL tells me they don't want Cam Scataboo. And then the NFL did. And I was like, oh, man. 4th round behind Tracy's like, oh.
Behind Bashal Tootin?
And it felt like it was so deflating that the NFL gets things wrong, obviously, but when it comes to running backs, it's the opportunity that when you're a day 3 guy, the NFL could be so wrong about you, but because they've drafted you there, they have other guys in their plans who are ahead of you, and things have to break right. And the Tracy injury came at just the right time for Cam Scataboo.
Yeah, there's a lot that we could talk about with that situation. I'll start by praising Jason for not only being completely in on Scataboo this week again, the Philadelphia matchup on Thursday night, but like you persuaded me on the show.
Nice.
To be in on Scataboo because you had walked through the storyline of the opportunities and how massive they are. Then we got word Jalen Carter was not going to play, and Tyrone Tracy got a few snaps. But it's a heart and soul thing for this team. It's changed the entire landscape of the way their team.
And Jackson Dart is a huge part of the equation too.
He's great.
Like if Russell Wilson is the quarterback of the Giants, I do not believe that Cam Scataboo is putting up numbers
because he's not near the goal line.
Exactly. Like
Right.
the offense is so much worse when Russ is playing, and so it was the unknown. Is Jackson Dart gonna be good in the NFL? It looked like it in preseason, and so far through
this
3 games, we've had 2 electric performances.
There's
so impressive. There's no Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, he doesn't have his number 1 wide
Darius
receiver.
Slayton.
They were
Jordan Humphrey.
They
though.
were hyped up on the Crayon Eater himself. Cam Scataboo is now like yes, I forgot about it. He is now such a part of the personality of this.
Yes,
of the hope of the city.
Him and Jackson Dart.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah.
They have transformed how the
Tyrone
country feels about the
Tracy
Giants.
Is no longer allowed to eat into Cam Scataboo's workload in a massive way. Now, not to say that they won't get him more involved in his first game back, but it's done. It's done. Scataboo is their leading guy, and then they'll spell him when they need to with whoever else.
He is the human equivalent of a smelling salt.
Yes.
For the team.
Yeah.
And it was
what a psychopath.
Yeah, in the best way.
In the best way. The quotes. I was spinning last night on Twitter.
Physicality.
Yes, the quotes from his teammates. They all are. They're not bashing him, but they're confused by him and they love him. But it's like every single one just said he's so loud.
Did you see?
He's an idiot.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Have you ever seen the famous clip when they're following Arizona State onto the field and they're walking through this hallway and all the players are? It's just a normal walk onto the field. And you walk directly by a man who is just hitting his head against the wall over and over again.
I have seen that.
And it's just Cam Skattaboo prepping for the game.
Yeah,
it's like a little pre-CTE going on.
Goodness,
it was wild.
You can't give CTE to CTE.
No, you can't.
He is the human incarnation.
But look, that's what they said. The C in CTE is Cam Skattaboo.
He can no longer fail concussion tests because his
permanent.
His baseline is way past failed.
It's compared base. Look. I told you.
He's like, when he's concussed, he's like a math genius.
Yeah.
And they're like, whoa,
you got to sit him down.
Cam.
Dude.
You're talking about physics? What are we doing here, man?
Dude, you got to sit down. No more square roots.
Have another crayon.
Question. Are you willing to eat this? And he's like, no. Oh.
He must be concussed. I feel like we could riff on this all day.
Yes.
The truth is this was the game on Wednesday. I'm like, I'd really love to make this my almost upset, but I can't do it. There's no way it's going to happen.
Oh,
this is why the NFL is better than every other sport.
Yeah.
It really is. You should not have been able to double up the Eagles without Malik Neighbors and you just
at halftime. I was like, no
problem. You still want to make that bet on the Eagles, like they'll come back.
Take it.
The problem is the second half Eagles offense has been it's the worst one in the entire league right now. Like on a number of metrics, they are the worst. And what's crazy is last year they were pretty good. This system that we have seen in place, like they've been winning with their great run game, their great offensive line, and their great defense. If those things aren't gelling, they had one of their guards out, and obviously Carter was out. So if they don't have this great run game and they don't have this great defense, all of a sudden you have an offense that looks uncreative.
And I don't blame play calling on this one. This game was lost on a couple of bad decisions and bad plays by Jalen Hurts. You can't miss that play to Devontae Smith down the sideline.
Oh,
and then
that was
free 90-yard touchdown.
And look, I made the touchdown guarantee that proved to be wrong. I think A.J. Brown was 6 for 80 in this game. He had opportunities around the goal line. But the pass to the left that got picked off that basically ended the game. I mean, you get 3 there, the game is a one-score game.
Yep.
There's in-breaking route with nobody. Is man-to-man. A.J. Brown's wide open in the middle of the field. Like, Jalen Hurts just objectively played poorly in this game. Saquon has not been able to get the running game going at all throughout the year.
Yeah.
It was wild because this is the 6th game in the career of Cam Skattaboo. It's a 3-touchdown game for Skattaboo if you missed it. Saquon has never had one.
What?
96 games played in his career. He's never had 3 rushing touchdowns in a game. Cam Skattaboo has had 3 in his 6th game.
So we just did Wednesday's show we did a redraft, first 2 rounds of fantasy, kind of a rest of season check-in. And I took Barkley at 6, I think. And like my reasoning was I feel like the Eagles are safe. They're stable. They're just their defense is going to be great. And that's just one game after that. But when it's the Giants and you're 12 for 58.
What's with A.J. Brown? Like Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley both said that they met with A.J. Brown this week and that the offense met together. Everybody said they met together, and A.J. Brown's just like, no, we didn't meet.
Well, and it was weird because you watched.
And everybody else confirmed that it happened.
Yeah, the interviewers are trying to ask whether or not he's like just being coy about it, and he wasn't. He's like, I don't remember that.
He's like
I don't remember that.
He's kind of smirking, and he's just like, yeah, I don't recall.
He's like, you got to ask them.
I
don't recall. I don't remember that.
It's all cute and funny and eye-rolly when you're 4-0. It's not as much when you're 4-2 and you've lost 2 in a row. And Philadelphia normally gets things figured out. They have a good head coach and structure, but
how do you feel about Saquon Barkley rest of season?
That's where I was going to lead.
Saquon Barkley could have and would have set the all-time rushing record last year if he played in his final game. He was over 2,000 yards. He was awesome. Right now, we're 5 weeks in. He is on pace. Well, let me ask you this. Do you think he's on pace for 1,000 yards?
Yes.
He's not.
No.
He's on pace right now
It's
for
not- is that bad?
920 yards on the season.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have taken him as high in the redraft situation just because it's hard to have that much work. That was the narrative in the offseason. Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, a lot of work, older backs, and right now the Eagles just look worn out. Like the run blocking, they look like a team that has been doing it for a really, really long time that's running out of gas a little bit.
Well, the next week is at Minnesota. You can run on Minnesota, so that will be very interesting. And then they get the Giants immediately at home the following week.
Game.
Dallas Goedert was awesome, 9 for 110 and a touchdown. It's the fourth straight week, I think, with a touchdown.
I will not deny Dallas Goedert what he's doing, but when Dallas Goedert on a team with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert is getting 11 targets compared to 9 and 5 for the other guys, that's
why you lose ball games.
That's how you score 17 points.
Yeah.
He played 89% of snaps, 11 targets. He had 9 targets last week, and this is the decision
And it's
maker.
not that Goddard was bad.
It was exactly what I was saying all last year about the Dolphins. Jonnu Smith, good for you, Jonnu. You're doing great things. But your offense is not best when it runs through Jonnu Smith instead of Tyreek Hill, and Jalen Waddle. And here, throw to your stud wide receivers who are not just 8 yards and under.
Well, Goddard matched his season high in touchdowns already. He's never had more than 5 in a season, and he's got 5
in the last month.
So Wandale ended up 6 for 84 and a touchdown in this game, which did not feature Darius Slayton. Little Jordan Humphrey 4 for 55. Jackson Dart's line was 17 for 195 and 1, and he ran for a touchdown, 13 for 58. There's only 3 quarterbacks in history who I think through the first 2 or 3 starts, 50-plus yards rushing. It was like Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Jackson Dart.
I mean, he is up there with.
And I was saying he's balling out, and 2 seconds later he was down on the field hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way he's running, he's going to get hurt.
Yes, he will.
You cannot, and he's going to get fined, in my opinion.
Oh, that play
for his sideline helmet first wild leap into the opponent's face.
That wasn't the one that I thought.
Oh no, that's the one he'll get fined for.
No, he should get fined for a different one.
No, the high five he's not getting fined for.
That was awesome.
No, the high five is
that was
fine.
my favorite play. I rewound it. So if you don't know, one of Cam Skattaboo's touchdowns, he was called short by the line judge. And
one of them.
Yeah, one of them. He runs in and he's got just one hand up. He's standing with one hand up, calling for basically the fourth down. And Jackson Dart's over there yelling at him what? That was a touchdown. And then after a minute, he just high fives the guy whose hand is up. That was awesome. Yeah, I thought you're not allowed to touch refs.
If you give him a cool high five, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, from time to time these things slip through.
Yeah, he launched himself into the defender's helmet, and so I will be completely shocked if he doesn't get a fine for that one. All right, we got to move on. It's Friday.
Footclan Friday.
Sometimes I wonder if the random selector just wants to make it difficult on me reading the names. Every week on Friday, we give $100 away to a supporter at jointhefoot.com.
I am really trying to work out how I would pronounce
this.
I
got mine.
You got yours?
Ticonicus, 117.
I was going to go Tyconicus.
Tyconicus 117 it is.
Sounds like a Greek hero.
Tyconicus.
Whoever you are, you've won $100.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you for supporting the show. $100 fantasychamps.com to Tyconicus, the Greek god.
News and notes from around the league, presented by Progressive Insurance.
All right, Alvin Kamara remained limited on Thursday with the ankle injury. We'll see if he continues to progress or not. Kyler Murray did not practice again.
Kamara was limited. This one he's not practicing at all. So if he doesn't get out there today, it will be Jacoby Brissett, which Marvin Harrison said he'd be cool with that.
Did you say Kyler?
You said Kamara.
You said Kamara.
I was saying Kamara was limited. Kyler was completely not at practice whatsoever.
Oh, wait.
He's practicing today.
Okay.
Oh.
By the way, the line was sitting 7.5 during the week, and it hasn't moved from what I had seen. So it looks like he's going to play. Quentin Johnston remained limited Thursday. By the way, you want Kyler to play. I know you just booed.
I know.
That was not
They're,
really. You would
yes.
like him to play for Marvin Harrison Jr.'s sake and for the offense and McBride. Chuba Hubbard did not practice again on Thursday. It seems all but guaranteed he will miss another week. They are missing, the Panthers, a pretty important offensive lineman did not practice as well, which could be a problem for the Rico Dowdle 200-yard repeat, but we'll see what happens.
Wait, are you saying
maybe not 200 again?
Are you saying Rico's not going to get to 200?
We're talking 160 to 180.
Right.
Yeah. Lamar Jackson did not practice again. Zay Flowers limited again. The big news that we saw this morning, like Chris Godwin is not expected to play.
Right.
For the Buccaneers. And we won't have Mike Evans. We probably will not have Bucky Irving. So you're talking about just amplifying the Cade Otton opportunity at the tight end position. Like
and Egbegbo.
And who was that? The
Emeka Egbegbo.
Would you play Juwan Johnson or Cade Otton now with Godwin out?
Juwan Johnson. Oh, I was sorry. I heard Juwan Jennings in my head. I was like, that's I would still go with Juwan.
You would go with Juwan? Jason,
would.
He's your start of the week. Would you play Cade Otton or Juwan Johnson?
Oh, man. Cade Otton had 81, 4 for 81 last week.
He does. I'm not saying he's a bad play.
Yeah.
Who else is going to catch the ball in Tampa
I think they're
Bay
both
this week?
fine. I'm going to stick with Juwan Johnson.
What else do we have? We have Juwan Jennings returning to a limited practice. There you go, Mike.
There you go.
Brock Purdy did not practice again on Thursday. Mac Jones limited. Ricky Pearsall did not practice again. If you had to bet right now, I think it's going to be Mac Jones again, and it's going to be
I think Jennings will play. I don't know that.
That would hurt your Kendrick Bourne.
It would.
Xavier Worthy did not practice. He was listed on Sleeper as doubtful, but I don't think he's officially listed as doubtful, but he is not. He did not practice Thursday after a full participation Wednesday. I think he's dealing with swelling issues. Xavier Worthy feels a little bit like a
Gotta lay off the salt, man.
Like a nervous play right now with like the week-to-week, how healthy are you argument. So I don't know if Juwan Jennings is back out there. Does it change your view on Tonjes, by the way?
No, just because he's so beat up.
Tonjes McBasketball or Cade Otton?
I think your ceiling is better with Tonjes of like the fluky 2-touchdown game. More likely for him. But floor for Cade Otton's probably higher.
That was News and Notes, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions. We'll take a break and jump into the forecast. All right, the rest of the matchups, here we go.
Fantasy Forecast, presented by Prize Picks.
Yesterday we covered the Broncos-Jets, the London game, Cardinals-Colts, Chargers, Dolphins, Patriots, Saints, Browns, Steelers, Cowboys, Panthers, Seahawks, Jags, and the Rams-Ravens game. So you can scroll back and click on that episode if you want to hear those games broken down. But why would you when you have a chance to get into a 1-4
Titans,
1-4
Raiders
matchup? Las Vegas -4.5, over under 41.5. Okay, we're gonna play this one.
We have to. Schedule says.
If you want to argue that somebody's been worse than Cam Ward this year, the argument's on the other side of the field.
Yeah. 9 interceptions for Geno Smith.
And taking sacks like crazy.
He looks just washed.
It is mind-blowing to me what has happened to Geno.
Yeah, I mean, Geno Smith was his passer rating the last 5 preceding years, 94, 103, 100, 92, 93, 75 now, which is the second lowest of his entire career, going all the way back to how bad he was in New York.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you didn't have to agree with me and be like, I think Geno's very good. He's played extremely well in Seattle. You could just be like, oh, he's fine. To go from that to what we are seeing is a catastrophic fall-off.
The question to me, like, obviously he doesn't have Brock Bowers, and maybe he just gets better. This is a 5-game sample, and one of those games, he was still bad. He threw 3 touchdowns to Trey Tucker in kind of garbage time, but he wasn't great playing in that game. But maybe he turns it around. I mean, if he's going to, this is a great chance to do it. My worry, he's 35 years old. My worry is just over. I mean, Peyton Manning, he went from
need some LASIK
being
or something
as great as you could be, first ballot Hall of Famer in the conversation for best quarterback, and then all of a sudden when it was over,
he had nerve damage.
I would say there's no athletic thing that I think is impacting Geno Smith.
Yeah, his processing.
Unless you're saying that he's got a brain deterioration situation.
I mean, we all get older and stupider,
Yeah.
But the interceptions are out of control. So this offense is also starting to run more and more through Genty. Tennessee's allowing the third most rushing yards per game this year. You always play Genty right now. And then, I don't really have the confidence in Jacoby Myers that I thought I was going to have with no Brock Bowers. Michael Mayer will be back. Trey Tucker gets a lot of targets. The offense, like I said, they throw the ball to Genty a lot. Someone
will have fantasy value, but you can't really dart throw, and you don't expect the fantasy value to be an incredible performance. So this is Ashton Genty, which is a great play. I mean, you said it. They're the third worst team against running backs. Last year, they were the worst. So this is just what we should expect, is that Genty will be able to run on the Titans. He's a must start, but I don't think I'm playing a single other Raider.
Calvin Ridley had a big week last week. 15.6 fantasy points without a score. Are you buying back into Ridley after what he did against the Cardinals, or are you
not yet?
Okay. And Tony Pollard?
You can still play him. The matchup says it's all right. The work has been there, but a season low of snaps and percentage of carries, the moment that Tajay Spears was back, not that Spears was getting a ton of work. He played a quarter of the snaps, got 4 opportunities, but I think I'd rather watch and see what's going to happen to the running backs, how it's going to shake out.
Michael Carter, you'd play over Tony Pollard then? Every week, Tony Pollard's phrase on the show is "you can play him."
Yeah, because
it's never like you get
what it's
to.
Been.
Tony Pollard feels like basically you're going to get 10 fantasy points, and that there's a place for that. There's a place like, hey, I'll plug 10 points in on my flex, and you'll be fine. This isn't the scariest matchup against the Raiders. They're going to need him. They're going to use him. So I think he's a flex option.
You can play him.
Yeah, exactly.
Cincinnati and Joe Flacco, 2-3. They travel to Lambeau. What a nice treat for Joe Flacco. Just get off the plane. Here's the playbook. Figure it out and go to Green Bay.
Get back on a plane.
Yeah. Green Bay is 2-1-1. And the line is Green Bay minus 14.
Now, 2 weeks ago, we saw Flacco play against Green Bay.
Don't care.
He threw for 142 yards.
Yeah.
Different defense, different offensive line.
And 142 yards. Wow. The over-under is 44.5, which means that Green Bay has an implied point total. It's got to be the highest on the week. 29.3.
Seems so.
And Cincinnati's at 15 points. Joe Flacco, let's just really quickly reprise what we said at the beginning of the week. He's been statuesque and turnover prone so far. It's really going to be hard to expect him to come in here and be productive from a yardage perspective against this pass rush with a brand new offense. I would expect them to try to protect him a little bit in his first game, which means maybe a lot of inefficient opportunities for Chase Brown and
Jamar Chase.
I think
Chase. I think there's going to be a lot of screens in this game, trying to get the ball out quick and into a playmaker's hand and do something. It does let me have hope for Chase Brown's future, that maybe the screen game work that he will get will be a little bit more efficient, better timed on the passes, better placement on the ball, allowing him to do
gross
something.
Questions?
I
love them.
No. Oh, Mike does. So
okay, Mike, if you had to lock in Chase Brown or Ramondre Stevenson into your lineup
for this week,
nope, for the rest of the season.
Oh, well, that's unfair.
I told you it's gross. One team you like a lot, right? New England, you kind of like the direction. Which one would you do?
They are.
Are they back to back in your rest of season
in my
rankings?
rest of season rankings? Chase Brown's at one spot ahead of Ramondre
And what
Stevenson.
spots are those?
32 and 33.
Okay. Well, then maybe the question is irrelevant.
They are back to back in mine.
No,
they are
what?
32 and 33. However, I have Ramondre one spot ahead.
Interesting. So you're going to Ramondre. You're a big Ramondre guy.
Huge, obviously.
Yeah.
Ramondre is huge, obviously.
Okay. Jamar Chase, you talked about it. Are we waiting and watching on T. Higgins right now? He's been unstartable.
Yeah, I
prefer to.
Yeah.
Against the Packers defense with...
You'd play Jacoby Myers. You'd play Matthew Golden. You'd play Romeo Doubs. Those three ahead of him.
I think I'm open to it. The guys, this is the matchup you want players. It won't work out for all of them, but you got to get some tickets to this game of 24th against quarterbacks, 32nd against running backs, 20th against wide receivers, 32nd against tight ends. This is like
you're saying
this
the Packer side. You'd
yes.
You'd like a ticket on that side.
Yes,
yeah.
This is where multiple guys for the Green Bay Packers will go off this week.
They're implied for 30 points. They might smash that. This is literally the team where you take a shot on anyone. Obviously, Jacobs is in.
Could be good for Golden.
Yep, exactly.
Got a bye week. You're coming out
Golden,
of a bye week.
Dobbs. If you are a big underdog and you've dealt with injuries, and just go get Dontavian Wicks off of waivers and be like, I'll throw him out there and see if he can catch a bomb touchdown. I mean,
played 77% of snaps before the bye, Dontavian Wicks.
Yeah, so I think Mike's right. These are just lottery tickets against a terrible defense for a team implied for the most points of the week.
Tucker Kraft and Jordan Lover starts of the week for Mike and myself. And one of the top searches on our Start Sit tool on the website, which go check it out if you have a Start Sit question, thefantasyfootballers.com. It's Kraft or Waller.
Oh, man.
Isn't there a weather situation going on a little bit for the Waller game that we need to talk about? Because that's the
ones that the only ones I'm seeing that have some concern, mild rain concern for the Cleveland-Pittsburgh game. The big one to notice and pay attention to is Rams at Baltimore. We have current models are projecting, a decent amount of rain and then wind, where with like 15 and gusts to 25 and 30. That's the bigger issue.
Now, we talked about Stafford. He's the start of the week.
You got to pay attention to it.
Yeah,
you can pivot.
Yeah, you might need to pivot, and Mike on Sunday Live will give you the latest breakdown.
Like the rain, I don't really care. That's fine. They go out and play in the rain. But if you have rain plus gusts up to 25 miles an hour, that's sketchy stuff.
Statistically speaking, when wind crosses 15 miles an hour, that's like if it's windy and it's 12 miles an hour,
that's fine.
The passing game doesn't usually take a noticeable hit. When it's over 15 miles an hour, you start running the ball more, having the actual statistics that we care about in fantasy football, they start taking a massive hit to the passing game.
And I'm not going to say like you have to pivot right this moment because weather patterns change.
Yep.
I'm seeing sub 15 mile an hour winds on my model over here, but it's close.
Just
and it's
be prepared.
Yes, have somebody on the roster.
Even if you don't pick them up now, just look at the waivers and say, okay, I'm going to pivot to this guy if the weather looks awful that morning.
Like pivot to Mac Jones and the 49ers, who are 4-1, traveling to Tampa to take on the Buccaneers. Tampa -3, over-under 47.5. Baker Mayfield, he's been a top 12 quarterback in 4 of 5 weeks. It's wild. He is he's not on the insane touchdown pace of last year. Like, he's been a tremendously great quarterback, but his touchdown pace is 34. I think he was at 40 plus, 41, 42 last year. So
41.
41?
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, it's nice. He's giving you, like last week was a great one. Obviously, he was the quarterback 3 on the week. But I don't know. There's still some ceiling for him when he gets more weapons back. I don't know if that'll be this week in particular, but it's been a really impressive season. A lot of injuries, no Bucky Irving, no Mike Evans, no Chris Godwin. We've talked a lot about this already. You play Emeka Egbuka, and you play him with confidence. I think he is my number 4 wide receiver on the week.
With a smile in your heart.
Yeah, it's just getting better. Like when a rookie has tremendous success early, you still, like, if they're not having success, we come on the show and we say, well, it takes them a while to get going.
Mm-hmm. Stay patient.
That implies you learn more. Right? You see opposing defenses. You see things you've never seen. I mean, Jackson Dart, they asked him yesterday, what's the process? He's like, I'm learning every day. I see defensive coverages that change every day. The players that are already playing well now, they can continue to learn and get better and learn about, that rapport he's building with his quarterback is 5 games in. It's going to be great for him. Rachaad White, tons of opportunities. He's in your lineup. What about, we talked about Otten. Is there anybody else in this lineup?
Not from Tampa Bay?
Yes.
No.
And then on the other side.
Like, I guess if you want to get super nasty, it would be Sterling Shepard, but I am
super nasty.
It's super nasty.
Yeah, so far on the season, the 49ers have been pretty good against wide receivers. So I think, Rachaad White, Bucky, Igbuka, Otten, that's enough to fill your belly.
Like I'd be playing Juwan Jennings or Kendrick Bourne over someone like Shepard.
Yeah, I would too. And unfortunately we might not get a lot from either one if they play together. And we have Demarcus Robinson still out there. Jake Tonjes, they're on the road here. Mac Jones, he is banged up. He should be their starter. Christian McCaffrey feels very safe this week.
Oh, man.
Every week?
Well, Tonjes feels like, he's pretty safe in terms of some targets.
Yeah. For McCaffrey, the Bucs have allowed the third most receiving yards per game to running backs.
Uh-oh.
It's wild because McCaffrey...
Over under 9.5 receptions
if
for
you
Christian
told me they
McCaffrey.
were the best team in the league against running backs who catch the ball, I would not care.
But this one is just like extra tasty.
Yeah, it is extra tasty. Is Mac Jones a viable streamer? I mean, 27th against quarterbacks. The Buccaneers have given up a lot of points.
Viable,
Mac Jones has been good in his starts.
It's really tough because you got 2 top 10 performances out of his 3 current starts, and the matchup says yes. But I do worry about the injury. I was watching both of these players practice this week, and we still got several days to go, and obviously Mac Jones. I mean, what a man!
After that game, most quarterbacks would have gone on IR
for sure. But that is my worry here with Mac Jones, is simply just like I've got the injury worry.
Yep.
I think he could be I don't know what the game times are. Let me see. Sunday 4:25 Eastern. When's the Baltimore game? Do we have that one? When you think about pivot options in a league where a lot of quarterbacks are rostered, maybe he would be one for
Stafford.
If Stafford's weather was terrible.
Let's see. Where is the? I cannot.
BAL for Baltimore.
Ravens are 1 p.m. Eastern.
Thank you.
So you'll know the weather there. You could use Mac Jones as a pivot.
Detroit 4-1 Sunday Night Football going to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. Oh my,
that is awesome.
The Chiefs are favored, 2.5-point home favorites in this game. Over under is 52.5. Is there a?
Hit it.
Wait. What do you want me to hit?
Oh,
I was looking for something to talk about the 52.5 point.
Oh
no. I already did that.
Okay.
I was just looking for a boom shakalaka or something.
No, I
can't find it. 52.5 over under though.
Shakalaka!
Yeah, there it is.
Surprised we can get a 55 there.
Oh, you mean because Al's yesterday?
Yeah.
All right, the Lions and Chiefs. Here we go. Mahomes has been very good for fantasy. He's got the question mark was Xavier Worthy, but Tyquan Thornton, Hollywood Brown, Travis Kelce. Maybe it's better not to say the names he's throwing to and just take the rushing yardage from Patrick Mahomes these days.
Yeah, I mean, Patrick Mahomes is a good start. In a high over-under game where he's going to have to make something happen and he doesn't have the weapons to throw to, it's probably going to be him on the ground that is making up the fantasy value. Tyquan Thornton is a legitimate startable player. We would talk about, the Kendrick Bournes or Juwan Jennings. I feel like Tyquan Thornton is right there. You've got games with 5 targets, and 9 targets. If Xavier Worthy is out.
Yeah, that's the big one.
Yeah, and then this is assuming that Worthy is not going to play. He might suit up, and then he's more of a dart throw. But if Worthy is out, Tyquan Thornton becomes really just a legitimate flex option.
Yeah, the Lions are missing a couple of top cornerbacks, and you always have a touchdown chance. Thornton has been a touchdown or 90 yards in 4 straight. Amon-Ra, lock him in. Where are you with Jameson Williams in this matchup?
In the fetal position.
Yeah.
Weeping?
Crying. In a closet.
That's a bad thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's been.
Because 52.5 point over under, they're road dogs. They're going to have to throw.
If you want him to get a season rolling, just bench him. That's about how it feels with Jameson Williams.
Man, 2 weeks ago, 8 targets.
And they were the ADOT was just so crazy.
It seemed like he could have had 8 touchdowns in that game. He had none.
It's so crazy because I feel fine starting Tyquan Thornton, but scared starting Jameson Williams. Jameson Williams is the better player.
Well, I think that basically I feel the same about them, and that's terrifying for me.
Yeah.
With Jameson Williams, which is basically you feel like you need a big play from one of those guys. You need a touchdown. You're not going to get like Tyquan Thornton's not going to PPR his way to success. So Jameson feels like the same category for right now. So maybe you take a break if you need it. But the high over under, you like pieces in a game like that.
Yes, you do.
And
you certainly can start Jameson Williams. Process says that Jameson Williams is a fine start. It's just difficult emotionally when he has been bad in 4 or 5 games.
Gibbs and Monty in your lineup. Sam Laporta, how are we feeling about Laporta Potty?
Still fine.
Yeah, last week was
there's no reason not to play Laporta right now.
5 for 92 and a touchdown last week. There's where Jameson Williams' activity went.
Yeah, it's not a very good matchup. Like tight ends are that might give you more confidence in Jameson Williams, knowing that Jameson Williams and Sam Laporta, these guys that honestly, if they were needed, if they were like, I have to get this guy the ball 7-8 times a game, and they could, and I think both would succeed. Sam Laporta is great. They just don't always need him, and I think matchups don't always dictate that. This is a matchup where you're still starting Sam Laporta, but it's not somewhere where you're bullish that they're going to really rely on Laporta here, so maybe it does go Jameson's way.
The Chiefs are number 1 in the NFL in pass rate over expectation. Mahomes is on pace for 622 pass attempts. The Lions are 31st in pass rate over expectation.
Yeah,
Goff
like
is on pace for 493. So almost, what is that, 130 more pass attempts? So,
yeah, one of these teams can run the ball exceptionally well, and one of these teams can't run the ball well at all. So it makes sense.
Kareem Hunt is ranked where for you this week?
Man, I can pull it up. I don't know exactly where he is, but I'm not.
7 attempts last week and 2 touchdowns.
I'm not wanting to start Kareem Hunt and chase the touchdowns. I don't really want to start any of the running backs for the Chiefs. You can get touchdowns and save your day. It's not the end of the world, but I don't expect good volume for any of them.
Ramondre over Kareem Hunt?
Absolutely.
Monday Night Football, we have a doubleheader for Mike. They did it for you, Mike.
Hey, thank you. They're just giving me everything I need.
No,
6:30 a.m. games.
We told you that we split screen it, Jason and I.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But you have a different
wonderful.
I have a different
provider.
Now,
but you have a phone, right?
Yeah.
So you could split screen it yourself.
On your phone?
I could, but I'm also
give it a go, Mike.
But I'm also using my phone to be on the Twitter machine and talking to you guys in Slack.
You have a computer?
But yeah.
You got an iPad?
You got a laptop?
Yes.
Somebody?
Yeah. There are ways.
You watch it on your watch?
Little TV tray?
Got an Apple
Put
Vision Pro?
Put a little laptop on a TV tray next to the TV?
Apple
I
Vision
don't have
Pro.
a TV tray. So
You don't have a TV tray?
Oh,
No.
that's the problem,
you still
Jason.
have TV trays?
Heck yeah, man.
No,
It's not
that is a little bit-
1987,
yeah,
man.
that's a little strange. You have a TV tray, Jay?
Yeah, I got.
Is
You
it
got a
got the
4-pack?
fake wood laminate on it too?
No, it folds up nice. It comes
And you
out.
use it.
Yeah, if I want
For
to
your-
watch
Do you
TV
guys
and eat.
go to the Deucer camp? Do we have TV trays back there?
I do not.
For your TV dinners?
Bro, I'm the oldest, and I don't have one of those.
This isn't an old thing. I mean,
Yes, it is.
It's a little bit of
You're
it.
popping your
Your-
dinner in the microwave.
Okay, hold on. So
got a little brownie dessert
if
for
you
you.
want
It
to
is-
watch TV,
Got
if
a
you wanna-
penguin on the
if you wanna-
box.
so at your house, I don't know
Yeah,
how
yeah.
you guys do this. You want to watch TV and you want to eat dinner, and let's say it's a steak. You got to fork and knife this thing. Okay,
You're
you need
steak at your TV tray?
Wow.
heck yeah.
Whoa.
I said dinner. Anyways, so what are you putting your
I
plate
just
on?
sit at the kitchen
The
table.
table.
Yeah.
You can see your
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah.
on your
I can
kitchen
see it pretty
table?
good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I got to move my kitchen table to my living
Do
room.
you
Yes,
ever get
you-
the
Weirdos.
Do you have the big kids TV dinners?
That's what I was saying.
With the
Those are
Salisbury
delicious.
steak?
Kid cuisine.
Kid
Those
cuisine?
are delicious.
Oh man.
He makes kid cuisine and also
When I said steak, I meant Salisbury
what
steak.
like Hungry Man? What
Oh
was the-
yeah.
Dude, I used
Ultra.
to love TV dinners.
Man, they had
You
one.
don't anymore?
No, they're so unhealthy. I
Oh,
can't
okay.
eat that crap.
Okay. I don't know how we ended up shaming somebody for a TV trade. It's really not that big a deal. Buffalo,
Yeah, we were shaming Mike for not having the ability to split screen.
Judo throw.
You did. You
How did I get dunked on?
You distracted the whole thing because Mike's complaining about not split screening. He's got 40 devices.
I had a great idea with the TV tray.
Yeah. Buffalo's 4-1 Monday night doubleheader. They're taking on the Atlanta Falcons, who are 2-2. Buffalo minus 4.5 on the road, over under 49.5. Buffalo coming off their first loss of the season. Generally, that's bad news for the opposition. I never want to be in the position where I'm taking on a more focused Josh Allen, but I also would have said the same thing about Philadelphia yesterday.
Yep.
And it didn't happen. So Josh Allen, James Cook, their locks. Dalton Kincaid, we need to flag this because he is, I believe, is he the tight end 1?
Well,
on the season?
currently it is
He's
Dallas
the tight end
Goedert.
3 on the season now. Okay. But Dalton Kincaid's been pretty much an auto start, but he was limited on Thursday with an oblique injury, wore a non-contact jersey in practice. I have a couple leagues where I'm like platooning the Kincaid Pitts situation, which is on the other side of this game. I'm just going to...
That's handy for you.
I mean, Darnell Mooney's not practicing, so like you take a piece out of this offense, I feel a lot safer with Kyle Pitts personally.
I got bad news for you, Andy. Do you know who's number 1 against tight ends? The Bills. You know who's number 2 against tight ends? The Falcons.
Yeah.
So it's just not a great matchup. It's just ironic that those are your 2 tight ends and you're deciding between those, and they've both got the most difficult matchup ahead.
They do. And but I'm gonna go Kyle Pitts in that one with the oblique injury. And if Dalton Kincaid were to miss, maybe it raises the floor for Shakir and Keon Coleman.
Maybe.
In a game where they're implied to, it's 27 points, and the Falcons are the best defense in football against the run. You saw James Cook get slowed down last week. Maybe this is a chance for Keon Coleman or Khalil Shakir to have a big game. I can see nobody getting on board with that.
I mean, everything you're saying makes sense. If Kincaid is hurt, you're projected for 27 points. You've got a tough run D. Someone should get involved, and Shakir should have the manufactured touches, so his floor is probably higher. I think the ceiling is higher with Coleman, but I'm not excited about either of those guys. I mean, this is still a team in Buffalo that spreads the ball around. They talk about it on every broadcast, right? It's everybody eats. That's their phrase in Buffalo. Everybody eats. Oof. It's no selfishness. No one cares about
with those TV trays.
Yeah,
that's your philosophy too.
Yeah,
they call that eating. That's Keon Coleman showing up to the school pizza party, and that's all he's getting. He's getting that real thin slice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
everybody eats a little bit.
Over the past 4 games, he has 114 yards in 4 weeks. Week 1, he was at 112.
Yeah. I'm not saying you should be confident. I'm just saying it's lining up to where somebody might do it.
What you're saying is Josh Allen's going to throw the ball to someone. We just don't know who it is. It's been Kincaid. Kincaid is hurt. So you can take your shots on these guys, but I'm really not excited.
Michael Penix, Bijan Robinson and company, what do you have for the Falcons side? Drake London, probably without his running mate Darnell Mooney, 8 for 110 and 1 before the bye week. We talked about Pitts. Bijan's a lock. What are you doing with
Drake's a lock too?
Yeah, Drake is an absolute lock. The targets will be there without Mooney, with Pitts in a tough matchup. I think Drake London is in, Bijan is in, and then Pitts is playable.
Yeah, I think he is. We'll take a break. We'll talk about the other Monday night game.
Lowe's knows Sundays are for football, so tackle your home improvement projects by Saturday and earn your Sunday with great deals on Cobalt power tools, Pit Boss grills, LG appliances, and more. Then, once your to-do list is done, get ready to kick back, relax, and enjoy the game. Shop in-store or online now and earn your Sunday with help from Lowe's, official partner of the NFL. This episode is brought to you by NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV. This season, make sure to subscribe to NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, where you will get every game, every Sunday, all in one place. NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV gives you everything you need to win Sunday. Watch up to 4 games at once with multi-view, or follow your fantasy team and watch the game on one screen. You can even catch up to live with key plays. Now, get NFL Sunday Ticket month to month and cancel at any time. Go to youtube.com/fantasyfootballers to sign up today. Local and national games on YouTube TV. NFL Sunday Ticket for out-of-market games excludes digital-only games. Base plan required. Renews every month during the 2025 regular season only. Your membership for the following month can be canceled anytime before your renewal date. Terms, restrictions, and embargoes apply. Commercial use excluded. No refunds.
All right, before we jump into our final matchup, I do want to encourage you, head over to jointhefoot.com and get access to all of our premium tools and resources, the lineup optimizer with a spot start tool, which is becoming more valuable with the weather situation.
What that does is it'll take a look at your specific team and your waivers and say, hey, look, there's someone on waivers that you could put in your starting lineup right now that you might just score more points.
Yeah, and
breaking news.
anytime that a major player is now moving to questionable on a Friday, Zach Taylor saying Jamar Chase got sick last night. He's questionable to play against the Packers.
I have brought this up a few times this year, but it is the team the week after playing the Lions. They are destroyed. I mean, we saw that happen with the Ravens the week after the Lions hurt them, and so now that is the Bengals. And so I'm not saying the Lions caused him to get sick, but I'm not saying it.
He doesn't have Flacco-itis?
Yeah, so that would be not good for – I mean, if Joe Flacco doesn't have Jamar Chase and no offensive line against this Packers team, that's just sad.
Yeah, just run it 3 times and punt.
It'd be tough. It'll be tough for Judkins to volume his way there. We're going to count on it, but it's still going to be a tough one. The Chicago Bears at 2-2 take on the Washington Commanders, who are 3-2. I'm excited for this game. Vegas line Washington -4.5. Over-unders 49.5. It's an exciting group of fantasy football players in this matchup. I mean,
man, this was the game.
This was the Hail Mary game.
This was the game that ruined everything for the 4-2 Bears, and they couldn't ever recover from the Hail Mary. Oh, man.
Yeah,
Fun.
it's Jaden Daniels, who we'd like to see get going. He's only played 3 games this year. He was injured.
Very disappointing.
You know what I was encouraged about was he still ran for 39 yards last week on his first game back with the knee injury. So I'm, at home in this one, a week removed from, the return from the injury. I don't know. I think it'll be a pretty good game for Jaden Daniels in this one. Do you guys disagree?
No, I agree. I think this being Monday Night Football prime time, you're going to have these two quarterbacks do whatever they can do, and I expect big fantasy performances in this game. So a popular start-sit question has been Caleb Williams or Bo Nix. I'm on the Caleb Williams side, but the same thing with Jaden Daniels. Like right now, he's my quarterback 3. I expect a wonderful.
That confident?
Yeah.
I do think it'll be a good week. Now, Debo is going to be his number 1 guy. Debo is a must-play at this point.
Yeah.
He's sitting as the, I believe, wide receiver 7 on the season. And, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, Mike, your start of the week.
Yeah.
Big week for JCM. Big week for Bill.
Bill
Krosky, that is.
Oh, I said I'm gonna be prepared for the Krosky, but he's got to have the game. Which he should.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, Tuesday. Stay tuned.
All right.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Caleb Williams, DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift is
freaking DeAndre Swift, man.
He's productive. He just is. Last 3 games, 12.4.
Keep getting away with it.
He is
2.5 a carry, 2.7 a carry, and 3.1.
He is not productive on the
ground. 3
ground.
of their 4 games.
He's not good. But he gets
for fantasy,
20 opportunities, 17 opportunities,
it's been fine.
15 opportunities, 22 opportunities. He's doing exactly what he has always done every single year of his career.
He averages 11 per game. Points, fantasy points.
Exactly. The last 3 years for 3 different teams, 11.4, 11.2, 11.9 fantasy points. Like he's going to go out there and score you about 11 fantasy points, which is there's a place for it.
And Kyle Monangai, their backup, Monangai, just keeps getting banged up,
and hasn't.
Well, I'm saying
done much with his opportunities either.
It feels like to me every time you think, hey, Monangai might see more, like, oh, pops up on the injury report.
Yeah, he might not play.
It's because Swift is injuring him.
Yeah, Swift is just
throwing banana peels,
regrettably
like Mario Kart style.
Productive.
He's like, take this turtle shell.
Well, at least they're coming out of the bye, so we'll see if things change in the running back room. I mean, right now we're going to expect it's going to be a lot of Swift, and that's what it is. But when you come out of a bye, those are the opportunities for changes. So we'll see if Monanga is healthy enough to start having more of that workload. Maybe Roschon Johnson, for all we know, is like, hey, you know what, we got to do.
There?
He is still there. He's not playing a whole lot of snaps, but he is. I think he's technically active.
He is. By the looks of it, playing none of them.
Yeah, but active. Active and not playing.
He's not playing a lot of snaps. I mean, you could say infinity.
That's
none.
what he would say to his mom.
Yeah. Not getting a ton of opportunity right now.
Oh, yeah?
Mom.
How much are you getting? Not a ton. Not a ton. Oh,
Could be more.
Show me one of the plays.
Just watch me warming up.
I just
watch
got a
this
new
video of
phone.
me warming up.
Could it be? Could you have less opportunity? Well, not exactly.
Really, but I've been active.
Yeah.
Rome Odunze's a lock. Debo's a lock. But on the other wide receivers, DJ Moore this year, it's been weird.
Oh man, it's been awful.
It's been basically phase out kind of weird.
Yeah.
4 for 38, 4 for 21, 5 for 46, 3 for 68.
Dude,
that's not really startable.
On the Dynasty podcast, we were talking like long-term value. I think Betts brought up like maybe he won't be on the team.
Yeah, I wonder
next
that too.
year. Oh, you don't need to wonder it. He will be on the team because
the contract.
They can't trade him?
Well, I mean, they could if someone else wants his contract, but they gave him a contract this year. Like, it's a brand new contract.
It was also applauded on this show.
Yeah, $60 million dead cap next year, $35 million dead cap the year after that. So, like, he's not going anywhere, but he sure seems like he's gone someplace.
Yeah, that would be the trade. Like, to me, he could go into an offense and be your number one. It's just
will
wild
say this
that they're not using him as one.
For DJ Moore, like, Rome has, for fantasy purposes, Rome has been great.
Yes.
He also has 5 receiving touchdowns. The yardage for Rome, week 1, 37. Week 2, that was the huge 128. Awesome game. 62 and then 69 yards.
Those are fine. 62 and 69.
But I'm saying, like, DJ Moore, 68, 46, then the 21, 38. So it's like their averages, he's averaging, 43 yards a game, and Rome is at 74.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of 750 for the year, 1,200 for the year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, DJ is just not a player that you have confidence playing with any upside.
Yeah, I'm not saying to play more. It's just it's not.
While we talk about
one big game difference,
coming out of a bye is where you sometimes see those changes. I don't know that they've, Roschon and Monanga, they might not have the ability to make the changes to the backfield, but Luther Burden,
Colston Loveland, if he
Colston
plays.
Loveland, the passing game, and this is going to be a game like obviously it's prime time, it's Monday Night Football, it's off of a bye week. And I think there's going to be a lot to learn in this game from what the Bears look like. It's a perfect litmus test for them. It's a matchup that's like the other team's going to score. Their defense is good, but it's not like unbeatable. So what do you got, Bears? I'm really excited to see this game.
Any other players you want to mention?
Just that the longer term, I'm going to keep my eye on Colston Loveland. The injuries have really derailed things, and he was limited on this Thursday, so he the injuries may just completely destroy his rookie year. But there was a plan for him, and give it a couple weeks, and then we may see what the plan was supposed to be.
One thing to note, just to amplify the Mike start of the week of Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, Washington is number 1 in football in yards per game rushing. And that's even with missing Jaden Daniels for a couple of weeks. The Bears' defense is 31st in rushing yards allowed. So they're averaging 156 rushing yards, and the Bears are giving up 164. That is a very, very nice situation at home.
That's a good spot. It's really this is the most optimal matchup coming off of the last week breakout to do this and then just
secure it.
Yeah, like in front of everyone on the island game. Well, not a fully island.
It's a lot like Scatterboo last night.
Exactly.
Like Scatterboo's game last night. You win the game, you score 3 touchdowns, and then you go on the post game show and you rip your shirt off and you're like everybody's favorite player for the evening. The same thing can happen for Bill on that.
Yep.
that
I
night.
know that he is a strong NFL player, talking about Cam Scatterboo, but was anybody else impressed that he, like, the sports shirt material, the collars?
I feel like you could do it.
Nice try. Nice try.
You're tempted a little bit.
I was a little
bit tempted.
Andy, you're wrong. He couldn't do it.
Oh, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hit that. We got
Wait, hit
another
what button?
segment.
Rip off your shirt.
But I was very impressed because I think that would be
Hard to do?
Hard to do, yeah.
Yeah. It's not cotton. It was
Did you see his
athletic
back?
shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
See his backflip?
Yeah, I mean, the dude is pretty strong.
I thought you were going to talk about how, like, his size, and then Fitzpatrick was like,
yeah.
Fitzpatrick that dude was a beast.
Yeah.
By the way, fun fact, Scatterboo remembers nothing of yesterday. He has
He's
no
kinda like
idea
a
what happened.
goldfish.
He woke up without a shirt. He has no idea.
He's memento.
To quote his
He writes it on his arm. I am a running back.
Well, he got to about
Run hard.
Got to 18, and then every day is a new day.
Yeah, to quote his teammate, guy's an idiot.
Physicality!
Chuba is out as an injury update. Jalen Coker, game time decision along with Jatavian Sanders, and then Kyler Murray's status will be determined in the next few days, but he is out there practicing.
Jalen Coker and Jatavian Sanders coming back would be excellent for Bryce Young.
Yeah, for Carolina and moving the football.
Yeah.
All right. Somebody find the lineman situation there, who they're missing, because I think it's one of their better players, but I don't want to misspeak on that. But that would hurt. On the other side, that would hurt Bryce Young a little bit.
Sure.
Let's jump into the face-off.
Fantasy Face-Off, presented by Prize Picks.
Is it even possible to miss any of these?
Dude, I mean,
I haven't missed one in a while, so I'm not spinning the wheel.
I'm not spinning the wheel either.
Another 4 for 4 week, my friends.
I went 3 for 4, but I still made that shmoney.
Yeah, I had Quentin Johnston and Alvin Kamara. They both missed for me. Weird that they popped up on the injury report.
Actually, that was Jason's miss too. Darius Slayton left early in his game, but we'll jump into it. But we got to do this.
Yeah.
Wheel of Shame.
Mike writes Wheel of Shame.
Spin the wheel. That's fine. Let's have a good time. We got
what's it gonna be?
Starman, Rainy Day, the Count. Oh, the Lizard King.
Oh man. Oh, baby.
Yeah, I think that might be more of a bearded dragon. That's a lizard, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lizard.
It's got air holes and everything, Mike.
I'm sure I'm going to be able to breathe and see.
Yeah, and your head will
just great.
totally fit in it perfectly.
Looks huge, which could possibly
No,
fit
that's
you.
perfect,
that is,
Mike.
Actually, this is a good look for you.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm not joking. You look better.
Thank you.
It's a little tough to stare at you with that on.
I love it.
You're looking pretty good, and I think you can breathe. So that's a step up from some of our other punishments.
At least for a few minutes.
All right, we are jumping into the lineups. We'll start at the quarterback position. This is my Green Goblin, the easiest one on my slate. I'm going Dak Prescott. I'm going more than 1.5 passing touchdowns. That is my Green Goblin against Carolina. Which, look, 1.5. That's still a good amount.
Yeah.
Your quarterback?
My quarterback, I'm going with Jordan Love. We have been taking his rushing projection and going more, but I'm actually going passing yards on this one. 239.5. I think he has more than that.
All right, Mike.
I don't have a mouth hole.
You don't have
you
a
have to
mouth
talk
hole, that's
through one
true.
of the nostrils.
Hello.
There you go.
My quarterback is my Green Goblin. I'm going, look, Prize Picks is, hold on.
There you
Because
go.
Prize Picks is really fun because they offer like different ways to play. I'm going Bryce Young. More than 6.5 completions in his first 10 pass attempts.
Okay, so the scripted, you start the game.
I think he can hit 7 of 10.
Okay, that's fun.
Or more. He could do 10 of 10 and then it would still work too.
Yeah, no, thanks, Mike. Go back into your lizard
back into your
hole.
lizard head.
I will actually move to the wide receiver position because I also took a different projection than kind of the standards. I'm actually going with Travis Hunter more than 17.5 yards for his longest reception.
Oh,
Okay.
For Travis Hunter. I think they will get him down the field this week
drinking the Kool-Aid.
more than 17.5 yards. Yeah, for at least one play.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like that one. I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to, for my wide receiver, my wide receiver is my Green Goblin. It's Jackson Smith and Jigba, more than 4.5 receptions. It just seems like he's going to have 8, so I'm not too worried about this one.
Okay, Mike, your wide receiver.
I have Emeka Egbegboo.
Emeka Egbegboo.
I got Emeka Buka more than 78.5 receiving yards.
Okay. Yeah, like that. My running back, Ramondre Stevenson.
Oh,
good,
that's
yes.
right up your alley.
More than 43.5 rushing yards.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be a sweat.
Your running back, Jason.
My running back, I personally love this one, which means it won't work out, but I have Jaylen Warren. His projection is 48.5 rushing yards. He has not done that once this season. He is coming off of an injury, and he's playing against the Cleveland Browns, so I am taking less than that.
Oh, it would have been amazing if you had taken the more after that whole argument.
Yeah, that's a good line. My running back, I got Ken Bone Walker.
Oh, boy.
I'm going with the combo rush receiving yards more than 62.5.
Okay. Yeah, it's great. This is really fitting what we would do, Ramondre and Ken Bone. My tight end is going to be Darren Waller.
I am the walrus.
Okay.
Cuckoo.
More than 39.5 receiving yards.
Really?
Which
What a loser. I'm more than 38.5. My projection's better than yours. I'm
You have the same one?
Darren Waller, baby.
So if it's 39 on
If it's 39 on the dot, I'm a winner, you're a loser.
you and I locked in at different times.
Yeah.
I'm going with Andy's tight end start of the week. I'm taking Tucker Kraft, 47.5 receiving yards. More, baby.
He's our number one consensus tight end on the week. So
He's a dog.
yeah, get back in your lizard head.
Yeah, I'm here.
That was Fantasy Faceoff presented by Prize Picks. Join millions of users and sign up for America's #1 fantasy sports app. Use the code Footballers and get $50 in lineups when you play $5. Unless we have any other news updates. You got anything over there, Al?
Was it Taylor Morton? Or
yeah, I
Moton?
think
he's out.
Oh, he's
I don't know how to
officially
pronounce
out.
his last name. Sorry.
Okay. What's his last name again?
Moton.
Oh, darn. All right, I tried. All right, we'll be back with you Sunday morning. Join the Lizard Head on Sunday Live. Go over to youtube.com/thefantasyfootballers, and we'll see you there. Good luck this week.
Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Fantasy Footballers Podcast. Join our fantasy football community on jointhefoot.com and follow us on Twitter @TheFFBallers.